good people, you know what it is.
You know what it is.
We out here.
Yes, sir.
It's live and direct.
Man.
We have yet another podcast.
For you. Not for me.
Here on the DTA channel.
What's up?
Because everything's over here now.
What's up, though?
Y'all know.
What's good?
Y'all know what it is. If you're listening to this on SoundCloud or iTunes or Spotify or anything of that nature,
Yep.
you need to subscribe on YouTube. But the
Period.
YouTube channel is DrumTrax app channel, Facebook,
Yes, sir.
the whole nine.
Tracks with an X. TRAX. You know what's up.
TRAX.
Yes, sir.
We are moving everything from the drum coaches on over.
Yes, sir.
Pretty soon, everything will be on the app.
Yes,
all
sir.
lessons, all workouts, all camps,
Yes, sir.
all play-alongs.
And listen, I don't want y'all to get confused. All of the tracks will still be 100% free to stream, as they've always been, which means that you can stream them as long as you have an internet connection / Wi-Fi connection. All right? Now, there will be some free videos as well, but all the lessons and stuff won't be free. You can subscribe to the app to get access to all 300 videos that we'll probably have up there. So, yeah, that's what it is. But don't think that you can't stream tracks for free. You still can.
And yeah, it sounds redundant, but we have to tell you.
Because we know that there's
still press
somebody
play.
who watched this and heard everything that I just said, but still is going to ask me or say that they did not know that I can still stream the tracks for free. You absolutely can. But our paid subscribers will be able to download some tracks and stuff too. So, I mean, that's offline play and a bunch of other features, but we ain't going to get in all of that right now.
Follow on Instagram, DrumTrax app. You know what it is. Everything is DTA. So just follow DTA.
We just simplifying things for you guys.
That's it. One place.
Making it easy.
One source.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Go to the source. You know what I mean? All right, let's get in.
You all right?
I'm straight, bro.
Like, you literally just...
Got to shout out the sponsors, DrumTrax app.
For
know
sure.
What it is.
You know what it is.
All right, today's topic, how to
stay inspired.
How to stay inspired.
Because, I mean, listen, have you ever, looked at your drums or your instrument or even your life and decided, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore.
You ever been so depressed at playing your instrument? You just like, man,
I'm done.
I'm good.
I'm going to put the sticks down. You know what? Honestly, for starters, I would say I don't think it's a terrible thing to take a break if you need to. Like, if you...
Yeah, but taking a break is different from quitting.
Taking a break is...
I know some people that's taking a break for 40 years.
Listen, I think people, like they used to say back in the day, people be at work, and when 5 o'clock hit, it was quitting time. Now, they came back.
They came back
the next morning, but...
Because they needed the money.
Right. I look at it like this, though, man. Like, drums are drums, bro. This ain't like... It's not like life or death, right? It's not like you're going to be homeless if you don't play drums. And if you are going to be homeless if you don't play drums, maybe you should think about playing drums some more before you quit. But if you're not, like, bro, somebody actually DM'd me yesterday. Real talk, like, all joking aside. Somebody DM'd me yesterday and was like, yo, just reaching out. I seen your page. I love your app. I see what you guys are doing. It's really inspiring. But I was just reaching out because I've felt like giving up recently. It's a guy from overseas in Europe. And I was like, my response was like, yo, bro, like, drums are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to make you happy. If you're not having fun, if playing drums is making you sad, it's taking you down, then you should stop.
Or you should stop
for a while.
Stop that gig that you are playing.
I don't know if this guy has a gig. He's just trying to get better at the drums and was like depressed at his progress. And felt like he wanted to quit, which we'll get into because it's like there are many reasons why people can get discouraged playing drums. Some people are really good and they just lose the magic. You know what I'm saying? The magic that happens when you go look at your kid is gone. And some people are like struggling to get better and they're finding it very difficult to get better. And then that, discourages them. So I think that in his case, because he's been trying to get better, I'm like, yo, bro, first of all, it's hard for all of us. That's number one. You're not alone in that. It's very difficult to get good at anything, to be really good at anything. And drums is no different. If you're struggling, know that you're not the only one struggling. And if it's really bothering you that bad or depressing you that much, then it's drums, bro. Stop.
Well, spoiler alert, if you tune into the podcast that's coming after this one, a way to be inspired is actually to shed with other drummers. And
well,
there's a sense of inspiration that happens and excitement. It's like it's a new instrument to you again when you shed with other drummers because they give you new ideas. But that's a spoiler alert. I'm not gonna go too deep on that. That's on the next podcast. You got to tune in for the next one for that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people are inspiring. Sometimes we as musicians will only look at music for inspiration though, and it's not the only place to be inspired. Like life is inspiring, right? Like everything has rhythm if you think about it. Like if you listen to the train go down the tracks, like it literally has a rhythm.
If you watch those websites that you're not supposed to be
Wow.
watching, there's a rhythm, Bishop. That right there, that's one of the rhythms. That's one of the beats that you hear. At least that's what one of the homies told me.
I can't with you, bro.
That's what one of the
can't
homies.
with you.
They said it starts like this.
Bro, it's all good. It's all good. They actually have songs, right?
Brody, they
Make it clap.
Brody,
It's a song, right?
it is a song, Reverend. Make
But,
it clap. Tabo Shataye. I felt something on the inside.
Listen, I guess that could be some inspiration.
Listen, put your hands together for the Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Or more, it's more like,
Wow, bro. This guy. Where did we find him? I have no idea, but I promise you we're putting him back. Jeez.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey. You know for yourself.
That's a throwback to that the show on
Holy Ghost Enforcers.
Holy Ghost Enforcers
You know
on
for
YouTube.
yourself.
That joint is I know him for myself. That joint is funny. Anyway, yeah, you can find rhythm in anything, but it's not even necessarily about music, man. Like some of the most inspiring things are outside of what we do. And so sometimes I understand how difficult it could be to be locked in a basement or a studio room and all you see is the drums and the walls around you and you are struggling to like, bro, it's okay. Go live life. Come back. Everything will be all right. I think you can find inspiration that way.
I've also found inspiration, not all the time, but I found inspiration by honestly just going out and seeing other bands play. Like
For sure.
Just going to watch anybody. They could even be trash,
Man.
honestly, in your opinion, because somebody there likes it. But they could be garbage, but when you see that, it happens for me, at least. It doesn't happen all the time, but every now and then when I see someone else playing live on stage, I'm like, I get that itch again to go practicing so that I can be good when I perform on stage. Or even if I'm just performing in a local cover band, performing in my own garage band with the homies, or if I'm playing at church, or if I'm playing for an artist, whichever, I'm inspired to practice so that I'm good enough to be able to play each one of those gigs. So seeing that stuff,
because I mean, I'll be honest. Like I play at churches too, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'm not like inspired to practice what we got going on. It's more or less like I'm unprofessional if I don't. So for me, sometimes that doesn't lean towards the inspiration. That's just the discipline of the craft that I've developed, right? And it helps with the reputation that I have, and they know that I'm gonna know the stuff, even if I don't like it or even if I'm not inspired to learn it. You know my saying, they don't pay you to like it, right? But
that part, for sure.
But at the end of the day, man, I think there's many ways to try to figure that out, and I think it's an individual thing to every person. Like for me, just like you said, a cool thing is to go to see one of your favorite bands, and to not even do it by yourself. Maybe do it with a group of people. Because then again, you're living life and you're experiencing something. You're not just experiencing the music, you're experiencing the music and the people that you're with. That can be a totally inspiring thing. And you might find out that none of these things inspire you and that maybe you just need a break. I don't know.
You could stop. Another thing that also inspired me was posting on social media. And what it did was it allowed me to go back and look at older videos to actually see the progress. Because oftentimes when you're practicing, you can't see the progression in your own playing. So you think you're still trash. And you may be trash today, but you're better than the trash you was 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 6 months ago. And so social media has been a great way to track progress. And then also, you have fans and people on there that like your videos and stuff like that. And that also helps.
You and all of that.
Yeah, give you the encouragement. That could help. Taking the break, I would say, just don't quit all the way. Don't go. I mean, I know people who have literally, I'm just going on a break real quick, and then they're 63 years old. Like, I'm trying to get back into it. I've taught people, and they say, yeah, man, I used to play all the time. Ooh. I said, okay, well, when was that? Like, did you play in the band? Yeah, I played in the band, and they'll run down the list of things. Then they tell me, because they're 63 now, Then they tell me, yeah, but I quit when I was 25, and I just been trying to get back into it. I'm like, whoa, 25? Wow, family. That is a long break, sir. I mean, quit at 25 or quit in January and then start back up in February, okay. But to quit at 25 and then try to get back into it at 62, 63.
It's a whole other thing for sure.
You kind of missed the golden era, family. The prime years are. It's like,
right.
There's just some things your body just can't physically do.
It's very true.
At certain speeds. So I would say be careful not to quit completely. Just take your break. So also, you may want to shorten your practice just for a moment.
Right.
Try not to go. Let's say you're practicing 2 hours a day. Try to only do 45 minutes a day of focused practice. Free up some of your time, and then go back to the 2 hours a day after a month or so.
I think so. At the end of the day, after all of this, I think like one of the main things that you got to do is figure out why you're uninspired or what has caused it. Is it because this is all you've been doing and you haven't had a break and maybe you need a couple weeks to live life or do something else? Is it because you're struggling to get better and you've been practicing and maybe you need to switch up your practice routine, or you've hit a plateau or something and that's causing you to be uninspired because you're in there actually doing the work but you're not getting anywhere? Is it because you're on social media and you're comparing yourself to other people?
It's quiet in this place.
I'm just saying, like,
put yourself in the key of A flat. You are preaching a word.
So is it that? Because like you said, social media could be a beautiful thing because you can actually track your progress. But if you're watching people, and there's a lot of drummers who are amazing on social media. So if you're watching people and they're making you feel bad, it's nothing wrong with like unfollowing those people because it's not doing you any good. It's actually doing you bad. You feel what I'm saying? So
detrimental.
I think the first thing to do is to become like self-aware and figure out what is causing you to like be uninspired about this thing that you actually love. Do you feel hopeless about the idea of having a career in music? Maybe you wanted to be a professional drummer and you feel like, man, I just been playing these same type of gigs for so long and I'm just so uninspired to play now because you wish you were doing something else. Like once you figure out what that is, you know what I'm saying? Then there's some things that you may be able to change in your mindset that allow you to be inspired again. And there may be some things that you can do or change some things that you're doing to add some variety and bring the inspiration back. That's all I'm saying.
Take a break from the extra for those other websites too. That can definitely be distracting because that's instant gratification. And when you come to the drums, it's not instant. It's a long grind. It's a slow, long grind, and your progress really. You
got to enjoy the journey, man.
You got. Man, you can't. We talked about that in the previous podcast.
You can't be out here feeling like I need to be raw tomorrow because you know what? You're not gonna be raw tomorrow.
And I see the most. I see the most drastic changes year in and year out. So not even from January to March, but literally January to January. I go back and watch a Instagram video from this May now.
Yeah.
Go back to watch a video from May. This video is probably going to drop in June. But either way, you watch that from last year, from 2017, and then go back to 2016. That's where I'm starting to see like, oh, okay, now there's some progress because I don't play like that no more, or I play like that but in a better way. So year progress. I mean, you might be able to see some change in 6 months. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying for me.
No, you can see change in 30 days. We've proven that with the with the private Facebook groups that we were doing.
Preach the word.
Wow, Brody, I need you to not be so aggressive in the Lord. Okay, that's what I need you to not be. Like I don't know what's going on. You got B behind the camera over there, frightened. Jesus Christ.
We got to get B and Mike.
The Latter-day Saints.
You can comment on this. We don't have a mic for you, though. So
but at the end of the day, I think we can actually probably break this down and do podcasts on the different things that I said could be reasons that you're uninspired, which we might do. Maybe we won't. But anyway, we'll figure it out. If you guys want us to, put it in the comments below.
What it is. First of all, hashtag all the way through.
All the way through.
I don't know what you are.
Not halfway through. See, because I think some of y'all been watching halfway through.
99 and a half.
It just won't do, sir. It won't do. Because I've been running. Trying to make 100 because.
Hallelujah.
99 and a half.
It's quiet.
I feel my help. But at the end of the day.
Fire up that keyboard.
We about to get out of here, y'all. That's it. Hashtag y'all got all the stuff, man. We'll catch you on the next one. You know what it is. Peace.
Peace.